favorites in G2.
Right. Trace on defense. G2 on attack. No raid boss on this one and just fast aggro A, but it kind of looks like Trace want to fight this. What is it? Just like wait for them to get close, or maybe a reaction to losing door, wall up, flash. Omen flash as well, maybe.
It's going to be a brawl soon, too.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit wild.
Two players ready to fight out off that. Look at it go.
Yeah, Valen's the first to fall, so already
yeah, this was nice, though. It looks like a Feng Feng had a shot.
G2, a quick reminder and a pause now in pace.
Interesting that Trace have now backed 3 players over into the B site, so leaving A very weak, Bianca alone on that site for now. And it's going to be up to G2 to sniff that out, because if they go into a B pop, they've lost B main control. They're going to have no chance.
This is nice from Trace as well. Like, they lose A control. Look how proactive they are. They lose A control, they push over towards B to see if it's going to be a B split. And then now, in theory, G2 run into a crossfire.
Nice positioning towards main, at least, from some of Trace. Going to make this difficult. G2 not finding what they want on the way in.
Yeah, got a couple of kills, but it's not going to be enough, especially because Bianca is still back there towards stairs. That's going to be the first kill, and Trace with an excellent pistol to start.
Yeah, this is a very nice pistol from them.
Ultimate America's killer is just holding this down, just resolute.
Yeah, it's a really good start from them. Nice little trap play over towards here. Looked like Feng Feng hit a good shot, and then good reaction as well. Just double push over towards B, help them get the trades out over towards B.
I think it was that shift over into the B site after the trap play, because a lot of teams, they'd stay in that same space, keep brawling to the death. G2 might have been able to fight it out, but instead G2 fell exactly into the trap Trace were trying to lay there. It was layers on layers. The thinking man's Valorant team that Mimi was calling Trace already showing up in round 1.
That's lovely to see. Now,
okay, they're allowed one death.
See this being kept clean, because I think every man knows, any viewer knows, the rest of this map does swing quite nicely towards G2 here. So
okay, aggro A for Trace, instant reaction for G2 to hit over towards C, and that is the right call. They go for aggro A on the eco, or against the eco. A-Bay needs to kind of kill 2 here.
They have slipped through, so he could actually be pinched here, and he does go down.
He did an okay amount of damage.
It's awkward too, because Kai is the only player going into site here.
I'm worried he's going ahead here. There was no trade potential. That's
it's okay. He can kind of make this play just because he's the one with the ghost.
G2 given a chance. They pause the tempo.
Yeah, G2 have plenty of time. A minute left. Trace right now is still a little bit scattered. They're worried about G2 actually just running through the C site, but G2 have to comfortably grab the spike with the smoke and get out of there.
And I like what Jorg's trying to do as well, get a little more space over towards that CT side, kind of play off site, play the timing. I don't know how it's going to work out. Timing is going to be awkward. Yeah,
you hate to see it.
Wait.
Oh,
you might love to see it. I don't know. This is just gone completely topsy-turvy. Gorgeous flash. Jorgamo's being a nuisance. Time's being bought, and look at Valen joining in. It ain't a one-man fight anymore. They have no idea about this additional body, and Valen can just hold this down. But they still have to control the site, which they might be doing here. Hold on, it's a 1v1, but the defuse is a problem. Bianca is going to sit this. He's not going to get off this one, surely. Not actually does. He has to. Read it so well. Valen has to rush back towards site.
For G2.
They keep it in check with a second
round.
It
is a very, very good eco. And they took 3 guns away from them. They did great damage.
Trace losing 4 players on that round is kind of crazy. The fact they only got 1 for 1 on that initial site hit. G2 then sort of switching up those players, right? Jogamo initially taking the fight up against Loking in Waterfall, only to then have him go over into the site with some really nice mid-round or post-plant decision making.
Yeah, they handled this well, right? With Jogamo fighting and then running away to go over towards site, and then just him being in charge of the flank. Also looked like they had maybe a little read. I don't know if when they go aggro they always have 4 people here, but the instant reaction to hit over towards C once they go aggro A is nice. Might be again. Yeah, they have a read. This is similar to there used to be a game. It was like Paper X used to always go full pass and aggro A, so people would just do this as a reaction every single time.
Hold on, there's a clone right underneath him. He's not fooled by that.
Although they don't get over towards site, a lot of Yuto's been used here.
Trent just going farming, but an early opportunity, kind of pressuring that C site, pulling over the rotation.
Yeah, I think it's important though that G2 do this early conditioning in the half, that they're going to show a couple of full-on C aggros, because Trace so often will be full fighting over towards that Rebel space. Then you put a pause in the mid-round, you re-clear into Rebel, and all of a sudden Trace will get a little bit less comfortable around their information. They don't really have hold right now or any real space on that Rebel side.
Yeah, just need to start clearing some question marks. You can see the flash coming in through B, maybe just trying to get the info, but we can see where this is likely ending for G2. Very meticulous in approach, still holding that default for quite some time, about 40 seconds. Tree pressure and tree control gathered. And it's going to be there's no situation that BNK is going to stick around too close.
This is going to be a straight up retake, but
it's time to fall away
they got
from
Omen
this.
Flash.
Get the plant and play retake.
Omen Flash double satchel, that's pretty much it.
How committed they go into the retake, whether or not they try to deny some ult orbs or something like this. BNK is actually going to find
20 seconds. They have 4 people here. They're going to fast flood off the top of the spike here. Spike goes in, fast flood goes in. Flash, double satchel, pretty good. That counter flash probably just saved them from Valen.
Heibei going down makes this trickier, but an opportunity made out of nothing. Still need to chip away at the last 3 if they really want to make a go at this. Fangfang does well, expects the counter swing, but it's Leaf holding that back line, taking away Kai, pretty much tips this completely into their hands. This would have to be monstrous from Fangfang. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's still very nice damage for Trace on their bonus, though. It really is. Sorry, shout out to Valen here. That Omen Flash, the counter Omen Flash backside really saved them. Scan sight was about to go down.
How intense these rounds could end up playing. We'll see this again from BNK's perspective. The sole side anchor, good for 1 there. But really, this sets up for a very interesting round 4 because
Leaf, yeah, I mean, Leaf was fragging out.
2 points away from the ultimate. Playing for those early ult orbs is going to be really important.
Just warming in. It's a long road ahead of them here.
Valen's one of the
4 aggro again.
out there.
Everyone in position to be able to react. Yeah, there goes the 4 aggro. You can see him grouping up over towards C again.
Early rubble control this time.
Especially with such high expectations for G2 coming into the tournament. You know, we're in the last 3 finals, lost the first 2, finally win kickoff, finally have those huge expectations. For now, can just bait out this wall as they again show that early presence towards C.
This feels like consistent conditioning, but Kai's got himself a little bit of a pocket to play from here. I do want to see them be very diligent.
I mean, they get 2 here, but
to make something of it. It didn't really go well. Now the follow-up is there for Heibei, but this still feels a bit brawly to me. I'm looking at the rest of the map, and everyone now having to rotate over. We're seeing them get control. That's C-side now under the G2 banner.
Really.
I don't
it was nice from G2. They just let them fight them, and no one like overstepped.
They do have the ult there as well.
Yeah, that's the
Trace probably.
But also the spike hasn't been
I'm not saying they need to time out now, but they probably need to talk about the fact that every single time they go aggro A, there's some kind of pressure here, like the walls getting popped within the fast.
They don't even feel like they have control
10 seconds really since they go aggro A.
Valen there just going to be investing the smoke. Ooh, going to be in a little bit of chip. Decent amount of chip, but still no kill, and it's unconfirmed damage, so it's not going to be enough for them to really want to springboard in on there. It's still quite comfortable here. 4 players to get through. I think you're calling a save on this.
Yeah, especially like Fangfang Hei's got the region.
Thoughts on the solo Yoru? I think it's okay if your Omen's a bit of a lunatic.
That said,
like that's how DRX are like covering it up. Mako's just playing a little bit like a duelist. I think it works okay for G2. I think Jorgamo's a bit of a lunatic also, so he doesn't mind just sending it in. But I think you are a little bit limited with stuff. You can cover it up with someone else on the team being a lunatic, and normally it will be the Omen.
G2, that's got to feel good. 4 standing. A clean round for them, kind of getting past that C puzzle as well, not getting too phased by it, even with all the Viper utility on it, and then kind of the Vice playing on it. They still made it through, so that's a pretty big tick. Is
Yoru the best against Vice? Yeah.
The rest of this game.
100%.
It just owns the wall.
They're sort of they're set up well, as we are going to be jumping into a quick timeout here.
It's a very nice timeout, but it's so obvious what they're talking about, right? There's 2 things. It's pretty much just one thing, and then they can work out how they want to handle it. The fact that C is weak, but every single time they go aggro A, there's a reaction over towards C. So they're either gonna like fight C, you can put the same wall down and then actually have like a trap play for once they trigger the wall. You could put the Vice over towards A. You could go aggro with 3 people instead of 4, so that C's reinforced with the double blockers of Viper and Vice. Like they got options.
I'm a little bit worried if I don't see further adaptation down the line, maybe in the next maps coming out from Trace, because they've had a little bit of time off here. I'd like to see them coming in refreshed and up to date with the meta as well. Like at least we're still seeing Vice in here. Like we're seeing some parts of it, but I still would like to see that step up throughout, right? Because otherwise I get a little nervous here.
Because the main thing was with China playing so much earlier than the other regions, they weren't really quick to adopt the Taeho, but we have seen EDG, they had the time and they implemented the Taeho.
Okay, so we might not see it in the low buy, but probably next round we'll see it. I wonder if G2 are even going to change anything up, or if they're literally just doing the whole, we're not going to change anything until they prove they can actually like stop RC here. We do see the small change up from Trace, right? 3-person aggro, double blockers over towards C. So maybe they're doing that now as well, and maybe they do that after. Okay, change up from G2 on this. Right, instead of the group up hit over towards C, we're still doing the decoy. And then we were just waiting for the push over towards B. Interesting that Kai was actually holding onto his wall here as well. I thought once the decoy came in, he might put his wall back up. Wait, what on earth has gone on there?
Yeah, I don't know how you're getting away with that. I really don't. Jaw just gets away with daylight robbery to keep his life on 40 HP, but now
it didn't look great. Dude, oh, they can't go through this.
It's going to be punished already. A 2-for-1 trade out. Kai absolutely unleashing from the back of the site. A 2v3, and Trent now has to try and make his way over.
From G2.
From Trace. And a
well,
bit of a fumble it felt from
they felt like they
there.
could go through the smoke.
Honestly, like that entry sort of collapsed. Jog has to go out without really creating any space for the team. And then Trace just boxed G2 up in tree. They're ready to come out through Link. They've got players bunkering down on site and even committing the fatal to it. Even with Sheriffs in hand, it doesn't matter. They're winning the round.
Look at this again.
It's just the quick calls coming in too, right? That smoke comes down, so how are G2 getting out of there? They've sort of lost the Yoru. He's way in the back line now.
Yeah, they pick up a lot of guns from this. Did they force the issue so much here? They didn't have to send it in.
That's a rough one to lose. That's a confidence builder here for Trace going forward. This looks like a very
what is the change up? Vice?
I don't think you're getting out of this alive.
My goodness.
Oh
my god. Dude, they were so tanked with util, they just didn't even hear it. It looked like.
He's going to make up for the last round by basically getting you another.
Oh my god, bro. Bro's just owned them. That was cool though. That was cool. What flash did they tank? Was it a breach flash?
He can make it all himself. And it's a formality at the end.
It might have been the original
a miracle here. Prove me wrong.
I'll tell you what, it
Yoru
is nice to see Jog back on the big stage. But Low King with so much to do against him. Trent's got his number right on the side. That'll tie things back up.
It's a really solid reply, and you got two people from Trace that are pretty wrecked money-wise.
It was so nice as well, right? Because you've got
the timing of the flash hitting and him TPing was nuts. Oh yeah, it's his own flash. Oh, look at it.
Double flash, Jaw's behind it. By the way, Jaw then, with a paranoia going up towards Heaven and the ultimate going into Link, takes the fight into Waterfall. Then as soon as Link opens up, he's flashing in there because he knows that A player is going to be flooding in.
You love to see that. That's a bit of magic from the man, but it's broken the money of Trace, and it feels like they get scrappier in these rounds and take higher risks, which is fine. This is rough. Actually, it's Valen to go down. Hold on. Whoa, 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 this positioning
this is nice from Jogamo.
They have to evacuate. They have to pull the cord.
They managed to kind of just pop the Razor out of them. It is just an eco for Trace. It's just a low buy.
Maybe to hold this default a second longer, try and cool
I would have to watch that round back. Did they like breach flash, and then you turn the breach flash, you turn back, and there's a Yoru flash there?
But now, because Tracer,
what it felt like earlier on B. Looked pretty nice. Because they tanked the Yoru flash, but honestly, it felt like they turned and then went back into it.
Somehow he's winning that fight. That's the spike and spawn.
Dude, wait, what?
And hold on, he didn't get stunned here.
Jogamo has some of the most lunatic plays with his ult.
Trace being super slippery about this, and he has to get out of dodge. It's a bit of a ruse because they're still heading towards A. The bulk of G2 is still working, and somehow it feels like they've accidentally tripped into the right outcome.
Yeah, G2, they want to buy some time,
at least spots him over towards A. We've got the plant down, and the plant covers the spike. I mean, this is a nice Viper bet. Does Joan and P need to go aggro there when they have the... Oh, I don't think so. It's like, so Jonah's kind of... In a 3v4, you feel like you have to get a pick. But then when you have the Viper, I feel like you want to try and keep the numbers just so there's someone else that can cover Leaf here. Because he just gets owned by this.
It's all on Jaw. And again, it feels like almost an impossible situation. And they're running ults here. And Bianca was so ready.
Yeah, G2 needs to clean it up a little bit. Everyone's winning the... I mean, Trace have won 2 low buys.
Absolute stinker of a round there.
Yeah.
Yeah, G2 needs to clean up their rounds for sure.
Oh no, and here you see it, right? Teleporting directly into the Season 8. G2 hadn't shown that fast of a look towards Rebel, so he thought he could get away with it. But then here in mid, what's going on with that? You hear the pit go down towards stairs, so you're expecting the aggro against a team that's down in numbers. I think Trace just sort of had G2's number there. Even the shorty coming out at the end was nice, but he gets taken down. Then there's a paranoia making it impossible for Jaw to play the round.
This is kind of what I wanted out of this game, though, because we do have
Also,
a
when it comes
timeout
from
now
regen shields from
right?
Trace,
We've
have
got
they been buying them all the
super
time?
scrappy Trace.
I hadn't
Now
actually
they're
been
willing
looking
to
at that.
get kind of dirty in these rounds. They're willing to take these aggressive fights. They're willing to scrap.
I think they're just doing it when the money
Over-rotate
makes
at times,
sense.
like really take the bait,
Because
almost
Leaf
make it
likes
working. I
to
love that.
play
I'd like to see them
Outlaw a
find
lot. It's
stability
probably
in
not the
gun
best team
round
to
or
use
two,
it.
because it feels like, hey, let's pick up the pace. Now we've got Sheriffs. Let's go for this
Yeah,
crazy
I mean, this is a
fight.
good
I'd love
timeout
to
for
see them find
G2. Just
stability.
this
I'm a
isn't
little
really
surprised at
like any
G2
kind of
being
problem
as
solving or
volatile as they
anything.
are.
This is
We've
more
seen, you know,
just
bailout
like,
round
can
from
we
Jaw, right? That's great. That
play as a
that gets you
team
4 kills. We love one of
a
those.
little bit?
But
Can we
beyond
play
that,
together
do they look
instead of
this
making just
stable?
solo
This
stuff?
wasn't a high
Like
map
everyone's
in
trying
their veto,
to,
right? They
everyone's
only
trying to
played
make some
once.
plays at the
Yeah, they played
moment.
up against a
Cloud9
C9.
or something, right?
It looks really good then, to be fair.
But it's certainly not high up in their veto. This
They're
is
like
opening up
forcing-
that conversation that if
they're like
Trace can
forcing it
find
way too
stability here,
much.
They've already forced a timeout of G2. Maybe we get a game. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe. I'm hoping. I'm praying.
When you're winning ecos like that, you've got that sort of surprise factor. And
The good news for
honestly, when I
G2
think about
is
G2
the
as a team,
ult
I
is so
think they
far
do
away.
much better in controlled round
And they
stage, right? When
got
they've got time
two,
for
like,
rounds, sort of figure
well,
out what's going down.
got one
But
really
it's
decent
usually
one.
when teams are sort
Roman
of
ult's
blowing
pretty
up
good on
the pace
attack
right
stone,
from the
but-
get-go, that they can run
Okay,
into
set
trouble.
straight away over
Well, let's
towards
see what
B.
G2
As we
kinda
can
do
see,
with the similar hand
got
that Trace
wall and
was
forms.
dealt
It's
not too long ago. A broken purchase,
aggro over
Stingers
towards
coming
A.
out, a
Gonna back
Guardian
this
or
up
two
with
and a
2.
Sheriff.
We got
Now
Teo
he's playing
damage,
this
so they
in
can't get
close.
over
He's got a lot
towards
of pressure
Hobbit.
on his
So they isolate one on site. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's all good. No sweat.
Yeah,
The
just
wall
wall and
goes
thawns,
up. We
though.
got control. There's no problem.
This was Trace maybe being a step
G2
ahead
not
with
getting
the
away
wall
with
over
anything they
towards here
want
as
in this
well.
round.
The half buy for them just completely falls apart. The oldest trick in the book, half buy, so you force into the B site, and Trace were absolutely ready for it. Actually, I think I really like how Trace have been sort of controlling with the early fights towards Rubble, being able to break Baby Door, go into the lane,
Omen
sort of
thing
move
floating,
back
yeah,
and forth
I've
between
never
the
seen
B
them
sites.
floating normally.
It's caused a lot of problems.
They normally
for
go
G2,
down
even
to the
on their
floor.
bigger buy rounds.
No fuel.
Now, do they get a little bit of a read on this? It's gone real quiet on the rest of the map. Now there's going to be this explosive approach towards C. Again, high pressure, high tempo, stunning, clear.
on.
G2 just shifted gears, showing some real pedigree on this one. Supplan's going to be in.
And Jonah P has the Rolling Thunder in the post plant. Trace have to sort of bait that out somehow, but I'm not sure they have the utility to do it outside of the paranoia.
This pivot to the C site was absolutely heaven sent for G2. It's still rough though, but it is that ult with Jonah P, right? That's the backbone to this round.
And Trent's just going to be a
Yeah,
little
and
rat
Jonah
on
can
site,
just
playing off
enable
the
Trent.
Yeah, why not? But a very early investment of the ult, and now hold on, this may not go the way they want.
Very, very nice. 3v5.
Stunning
Trace
from
gonna
him.
kick
2
themselves
quick
for this
kills,
one
and the
for
ult in
sure.
the end does
The
find the
Seahold
impact
had
they
to
needed,
try and
G2
get at least
stabilized.
one there.
Beautiful, beautiful
3v5,
post play coming through from
devastating.
G2.
3v5 against a
Again,
low buy.
A messy round at the start, but I think they've really pinpointed that C is going to be the
great
weakness
job from him.
for Trace consistently. When they've been able to get onto that side, it's not been an issue. I also think the C anchors from Trace have played it the
Yeah,
same
it was a
way
nice
every
shot.
round. They've played
The
back
breach
in
done
depth,
owned them.
and then they push up onto top site and try to look down on you when you come through the wall. And G2 have been very successful in picking off that
There's been
player.
some mad rounds at the
And
moment.
now
Just
for a
everyone's
team that
winning the
we've
low
kind of
buys.
Given the credit of being quite a thinking man's team at times, I
feel like
want to
there's
see
been
if
more
Trace
low
can
buy
adapt to
wins
that.
than
Do
there
they
has
now
actually,
start
like,
thinking about this? Do they have
full
something in mind
buys.
how they want to approach it? Because for G2, they can kind of set and paint the scene however they want. Early, we've got pressure. Hold on. Does this man get to live? No, he does
Yeah,
not.
this is nice from
draw
G2 as
first
well.
blood.
They
take
change up.
over
They
Rumble
actually let them
control,
go
and they've
aggro
already put
A. They
problem
know that the
towards A
rotate's
side.
going to go in because they've been
Trace are
hitting
still
over
in the
towards
area. 3
C.
players ready to
And
go
C
with
should
them.
be reinforced, so
Lead
people are
by
going to
4 now.
rotate more free.
Putting up the wall right
And then
now
they
to
just
see
catch
G2
the Omen pretty much
overextend into
solo.
that space. But G2, it's very rare they'll just
It's a good
get
change up from G2.
accelerate into you. And especially after, I think, what they remember of the pistol round with that second layer of fighting. I think G2 were almost waiting for Trace to play their hand or overplay it even.
And it's a very fair shout, right? That pause. You get a man advantage, just pause for a second, see if maybe Trace do try and get that pick back.
It's just
It
all
would
from
be
the
death
conditioning,
move
right?
they
They
do.
conditioned them to
Now,
feel
I
like they
kinda
have to
that
go
pushed out towards Mound on the
fast
C site.
rotate over
Got an
towards
early
C.
warning system there. Maybe it's a little tricky for Heybei, obviously, on the Viper, but that's fine. I don't mind
See,
it.
this is
But
definitely
still,
what
it
the
allows them this
timeout from Josh was about.
2 players on this A site at least.
But you think about it, it's when those individual players from Trace have pushed forward, whether that was Bianca into front B or whatnot, they found success here. A little 1-2 punch setup. Jonah P.
Close, man. Imagine he got another. He's actually made it pretty doable. And Fade-Eye went over towards here and spotted no one, so they kind of might feel like this is empty.
Silent drop.
Yeah, they have no idea. Hold on. He's close enough. Hold on, he's got one. A 1v2.
So close to a double. 33 HP. That's unlucky.
To pull this one off. Trent, though, again in the post plant here. Down a little low, but that's fine. Leaf the one to really do the damage.
Right now he could get half and nothing would stop.
First attempt made. Doesn't care. He's going to have to care. Yeah, that's going to force you off, but he's actually made this feel a little
Oh my god, Trent.
Trent was just like, no, I'll die for this one.
If he didn't get it,
G2?
it could have, like, you know, that's the thin line of where you look like a genius or you look like a moron. And that was so close. That was so close.
They are making G2 work for this. We are seeing
because look at his HP. I feel like he kills him when he's on like 2. Yeah, 1. Literally kills him when he's on 1.
Like, they're managing these fires that keep breaking out over this map.
It's also G2 realizing that they're not just supposed to instantly fight into rubble. They wait out that Seasonade combo, then re-clear it.
This was just a cool round from G2 though, and it looks like they want to do it again maybe.
Getting right up in it.
Okay, Omen Flash gets used. Keep an eye on Hebe. Goes aggro over towards C once they realize they're fighting over towards A. A solid off angle, just missed the shot.
Not to be, Valen clears through diligently. Next in line, Kai. Hard to make the Sheriff's work here, and unfortunately the worst target to find out for Pack. So he has to respect this and back away. This is solid from G2.
Yeah, we'll see.
Stylo with the tier 1. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
The early chip damage down. Feel a little bit confident. G2 played pretty heavily.
Yeah, and G2 have been really good at getting like better plants. If you watch their Lotus at the moment, like because they do this Viper smoke that's a little bit deeper, it means that they can always kind of plant here, and sometimes they're even like planting here with a wraparound also.
Almost kind of lean back a little heavier on trying to pressure those backlines because Leaf. I know it's only Sheriffs and they're like barely half HP, but he looks kind of stylish with what he's doing here, just farming them up. Why not get some confidence builders? Work towards the ult. Pretty close.
You know, I don't know if Leaf is lacking in confidence necessarily.
That's a fair point.
This guy was tearing it up in America. It's really the standout player for G2. Kind of stealing the show a bit from Jogamo, because obviously like the hype was Jogamo.
The sound on YouTube? I think just restart it if you're on YouTube. Just refresh and it should be okay.
In reality, it has been Leaf,
Zondi, thank you for the prime. Thank you. Yeah, this smoke here that they throw over towards C, it looks hard to play against.
Well. There's not too. I mean, you've got 1 away from Kai's there. You've got 2 away from Fung Funks, but on the other side, you're looking at Trent having theirs. No. And I'm just kind of like waiting to see if they have something in mind with this for G2. We're still.
Okay, big change up from Trace on this one. They get the Odin out, and it's one of the first times where we don't actually see them try and go aggro A. They want a late trap play over towards C.
Maybe the adjustment for
Well,
this
they do it pretty early.
Coming out, a proactive and an aggressive Kai to kick
they want an Angel. Ended up being a 50-50 Angel.
A lot of that utility late round that G2 would have loved to have had.
I love how mobile Trace are here too. After they get the first pick, they're actually kind of abandoning the C site. Very happy to play retake with that. You look at the Nightfall, you look at the Visult. Sure, you can play that retake. Bolstering up that A defense, because Bianca on his own with the Odin, maybe not the best.
Okay, Leafs looks like Leafs made the call here.
Switch set up with Fung Fung backstairs. You're going to be in a great spot.
We have Leaf is going looking.
Toxins going up.
I could see a world where
these 3 can get through the wall
here too, just to blow up the round in the post plant.
Yeah, all 3 go through. Visal's gonna hit everyone apart from Jonah P.
You could even try to dodge the Visal with it.
And I love the deep smoke coming down from Lau King as well, kind of creating that pressure through towards door. It kind of makes them fight forward, which they're willing to do. It's G2, they want a bit of aggression, but it's Leaf to try and draw the blood, but it's a 2-for-1 trade out. Trace have the numbers.
This was nice from them as well. I know they have the number advantage and they had ults in it as well, but I love just how Lau King is just aggro over towards C, and then once they take the site, then he's opening the door, creating pressure with the smoke that kind of forces Who was it? Trent, maybe?
Trace. I really am.
Might have been Jonah,
like
just away.
Side Lotus, they put up 5 already.
Casual AF with the prime. Thank you for the 7 months, mate.
Just put in context here
Appreciate
how
you.
good G2 have looked. They have looked outrageous coming into this. The new meta
it's
suiting
Jonah.
them well. The map pool looking good. Yeah, they had their
This is a great
but that's
retake.
fine. Everything else looked brilliant. I want to see them look dominant here. This was the best opportunity, though, for Trace, I would say. This Lotus map pick was always going to be there. This could completely change.
Not
but
Hyperion.
Is
that how I'm saying this? For the prime? Thank you for the 3 months.
Still with the lead. Hebe under pressure early, and that pressure is coming fast.
Yeah, a little bit of a delayed stun there with Valen's TP to see if they can catch that early aggro. Well played by Hebe to not overextend, but he's in a hole.
Okay, force you out into the open, and then...
Valen's in there. No idea! Perfect pinch, perfect use of the
Okay,
ult.
that's a nice shot, though.
But they're fighting back.
Damn.
Trace, they don't care.
Honestly,
They just barrel
pretty
into the
sick
site
on
and
this
bring
one to
it
make it
back
into a 2-on-2. I like the
somehow make it happen.
I like the hit. They ended up using the Vice mollies against them. It worked out like way better than they thought it was going to.
This spray works. They're absolutely gonna walk this. Oh my god!
Spots both at least.
Trent's the one to get it in now. Just one man against the two. A brutal ultra walk in.
Hello?
Leaf, you okay?
Drops the pit.
I don't know about that one.
Trent left in a world of trouble. The cross ain't pretty, and this is now getting messy. This is looking like composure's on the line. We've got the utility coming out, and the pressure is there.
Damn,
Trent
time?
goes down. Unbelievable, but does he have the time? Yeah, he does.
Oh,
He
it's
absolutely
close.
does. That is gonna look close, but I swear to you, he's got this one.
No, he doesn't.
G2 just about getting away with it. Bloody hell.
Unbelievable.
Vanzi was so sure about it. I was like, I thought we saw the bubble,
Wins
but...
the fight, but can't secure the round. And I mean, look, this started out
Damn, that's
beautifully
really
for
cool though.
G2, going for
The
fight in the back,
Teo all
win it like that
into the TP when you
makes
know
you
that
sit on the
area
edge
is
of your
like
seat going into
clear.
the second half.
And then also if there is a smoke there, he can see the person in the corner through the smoke for them to spam. And they had the Teo damage there as well. So it's been pretty good. It's definitely some of the anti-ecos have been a little bit stressful, but
Had it with your old phone? We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any old phone for iPhone 16 Pro on us, on any plan. And get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all 3 on us. That's up to $2,000
spreading
in
misinformation.
value. Only on Verizon.
Pansy was so sure. He was so sure. G-Man 4769 with the prime. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. I'm just gonna mute mention. G2, no, they had a really good half, and I think the timeout after at 4-4 was pretty important. Like then they started fighting over towards late rubble, because they definitely were looking a little bit rough at the beginning. I feel like that timeout will really save them. G2 and Trace both look better than Vitality. It's hard to tell because it's map dependent. The Vitality will look a lot better, dude, because they got that free demo on Fractured to look at.
Five to 7. Is it enough? G2 were pressured here. They do come out at least with a scoreline lead, right? They've got a couple rounds to play with.
Do you think DRX look the best at the moment?
Really
Kinda.
rounds, right? These
Them and EDG probably looking the best. I still have a lot of faith in G2 just because their map was so big. But EDG, you kind of don't want to play against EDG at the moment. So they might have new comps on every single map with like good theory behind it and good plans.
Already G2 are ready to fight early into this A side.
Oh, that is indicative, isn't it? Look how deep that util goes.
Dude, it ended up being a really good half for from G2.
Just sitting towards this as long as he fancies.
1-0 on the pistol, managed to get 7. And it was 4-4 at one point.
Notice that Jonah P has rotated over on the B side and didn't use stun in that opening volley. So if Trace try to exec into C, that could be every single player stunned up and ready to fall to this high-low setup G2 have going.
Are they trying to contact in on this? Like, there we go. Okay, they were real close on that smoke. And they do
Yeah,
get to
just
beat
a
the
full
utility,
retake on this
so
one though.
managing to make it towards that C side. Heybei's punished.
Dude, what a nightmare now because G fast, head over towards C.
Now,
you know it's a
I don't think this is gonna
4v4.
pull anyone away. They've had almost too much success towards this C site. There's that stun, and there's
What are we
almost
looking
a
at?
retake here. Leaf walks in, knocks down the door. The plant's in, but what does that matter? Heybei, the last one to try and do anything, and he was noted a million miles away. Yeah, he took down
Smoke
Jormo, but you ain't gonna get this round.
Orns.
Valen gonna be sitting
You're
on this
here,
defuse, and he's dealt with.
And you're
Trent's
not
there.
expecting them to
G2
push through once
somehow
you
make
see
that
the
look
stun.
easy.
Yeah,
That
I'm
looks
telling
so
you, Leaf is
odd.
the player to watch in
That
this
looks so,
event.
so
Man is
odd.
on an
Okay, 1-1 for
absolute tear. I
pistols.
think he's, what, 16-7 right now on his opening map. And G2 knows.
I mean, Leaf
right,
obviously
as
did
soon as
great,
Heybei hit
but
that door over towards A, look, they're down in numbers. But
I-
we have
he
a
was kinda
4v4
gifted
on
a
site
freebie,
right
yeah.
now. It's time to go, go, go. And it worked perfectly for them.
Yeah, this just unbelievable. Leaf just in any of these situations, he looks so clean with it. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
I feel like Valorant right now is just a mini game where it's trying to get timings through smokes as often as possible. At least finding them right now.
That's gotta feel so good to pick up the pistol in that fashion as well after such
Yeah,
a like,
I don't know what
almost
I
like
don't know what I
muddy
missed
first
there.
half, but it was pretty like volatile, right? Very much up in the air. Some messy-ish rounds coming down to get a nice clean start to things. Got to feel good. That should open up the gateway for a couple more rounds here as well. We've got the Stingers out, we've got the Outlaws coming out, Guardians, bits and bobs, and nothing invested from Trace. So, hey, if they can get a plant, they get a kill or two. Brilliant. I like the idea. Oh, look at this
Ooh,
crunch.
that's nice.
That's so
Is it
well
really
made,
cool timing
so
the Omen
well
flash?
crafted. And it does put Valen in a little bit of a predicament, but that's the spike. So
But keep
they
an
do
eye on
need to
the,
go for a
luck again.
recovery mission, and Valen's got to play this right. He doesn't want to fall here. Get overwhelmed, doesn't, keeps composed all the way through. Sadly, it feels like kind of a bit of a cursed chalice. I like
Yeah, this is
from
the luck
Flavor.
that we're talking about,
guys,
and
the
this
guy
is
that could
twice
just
now.
blow
So
this
G2
open.
are at
No
one point
idea
gonna
he's
have
on the
to
way.
be
Trent turning
yeah,
around at
okay.
the exact
Have to be careful for this.
time. You gotta be kidding me. And yeah, we're pushing through smokes, but at the end of the day, G2 just high rolling on luck there and taking down Trace, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely nat 20
Yeah, it's
the
nice
whole
for
way
G2.
through. This is
It's nice for
from
G2 as well
I like
because they've
this
found
already,
a
seeing
luck
what
twice
they're coming through
also.
with. There was a little bit of danger.
they're gonna have to be on top of the luck.
That nice crunch towards waterfall there. There was so much
We might
threat
just
towards that,
see
which they were able to
a
navigate
clash at A
nicely.
here.
Valen just impossible to pin
Because
down.
G2's comp
Super
has to go
slippery
aggro
towards
C or
CT,
aggro A.
keeping them
Normally
guessing,
aggro
and that
A.
spike being dropped where it was just felt like that poison
And then
chalice.
Trace
Whoever
will,
touched it just
against another
let that
Sentinel
in.
comp, you just want to
instantly
go
down
aggro A
trying to
anyway.
throw smokes and whatever, it's not gonna work. Yeah. Trace now, though, they've got to bounce back into this round. Otherwise, it is falling apart. And importantly, with buying a few pistols there for Trace, they've got 2 players on regen shields coming in. There's an outlaw that's stuck around. So I don't know if
Trace
I
at
love
least go
Trace
aggro A.
forcing 5 rifles here
But
instead of guarding
G2
heavy.
do a
It
trap play over
could-
towards B.
It could be an issue.
A-
Let's see if
A
it becomes
sound
one
insta-react
that's
by
yet to be
walking over towards B.
decided.
And at the same time, so they lose A control, they get B control and C control. We do a stun, deeper, damage, and we clear this. Yeah, Jorgamo's the sour on an island. Probably had his TP, but
Yeah.
That's the site open.
He got the shot on Feng Feng, but heavy armor only
it was
down
just
to
a
10
bonus.
HP.
And I imagine
Wow,
next round
Trace
you're just
went
going to see a
super
clash on
aggressively up
Rubble.
towards heaven.
10 HP. He's going for this on 10 HP.
Ray, thank you so
Fully
much.
cleared
Thank
out
you,
as
thank
well,
you.
I don't know.
You feel like Sentinel's
mean-
miss tends to support second
I'll
at the
shut my
moment?
mouth. I'll shut my goddamn mouth. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you're
Play
always
what
going
you
to
want
miss 10
with
to the
your
number that he
10
puts
HP.
up.
I
Aggressive.
wasn't
to be
familiar
honest.
with his game.
And now we are.
I think the rate
it is getting
Isn't
down
showing
to that
full
kind of,
potential at the moment.
deeper end of the round. Valen's position could still get the pressure going, but you can hear that clock ticking. Time is running low, and the 10 HP demon is still striking. Valen just, I think he's trying to just achieve maximum damage at this point if he can. Take away these rifles. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
I'm in an
round
extra gun here.
isn't going to be really going his way anymore.
10 HP?
Bloody hell. What
Nice
on
shots.
earth is that man made of?
One away.
Steal? I don't know.
So it's
The
weird
throw's
because
unkillable. He was on 10 HP for
Whole time.
one
for
orb
full
away,
time.
the C orb is normally easier. So they might feel like they can just go
at this.
C.
Oh, that was even a refight after he'd been tagged. Getting the kill on Jog.
Just didn't care.
Dude, he's doing
play.
so much.
I guess if you just hit the headshot, what does it matter?
Yeah, all of them
I
are
don't
10
know.
HP.
Yeah, look at this guy. Just light work for him. He's so cool.
Yeah, doesn't
under
even
it.
need 4
Okay,
HP.
Trent's got all any others nearby. Nothing massive.
Dude, I'm worried for
here.
G2 if they don't
yeah.
start
Okay, nothing they can bang
Like
on
maybe
straight
they have
away,
a
but
punish
this is
for
the round
this.
they want to be really focusing on, right? The buy's
I'm not
coming
sure
out
they
for
can
both
let them
teams,
take
looking
it
in a
for
much better
free.
position. Real quick tempo coming out here too.
G2 sort of
Okay, we got
showing
a
this
punish.
ultimate, going for a
All at the
refight.
back, we got Teo
Okay,
damage
and they're trying to
claws.
go for this one, but do they clear it diligently?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Trent's on the
Is a
case.
nice punish.
Quick double picked up. That's Fung gone. That's Lauking gone. That's some big players removed from this. You've lost the ult. You've lost your smokes, kinda. You're left down with Kai, Hebe, and Bianca.
And then
This is
instant
not an
reaction is
easy
the
round
drone
anymore.
as well, so they can hold over towards B. So I think Jogamo's a little bit isolated, but he can TP out.
No HP, and yeah, not gonna work. Or you walk into an Odin, or there's a flank coming in. There's just nothing you can do correctly in this round. It's all falling to pieces.
Yeah, no good outcome. There's no good death. There's no good death. There's no nice way to go here. It just feels inevitable.
Look at the
man,
Util dumb bullets. That's wild.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Just
from
accepted
G2,
it,
though.
essentially.
I was a little bit worried about that.
This was a cool little play, though.
The follow-up util coming out from Trent was stunning.
Teo or
Absolutely.
yeah, because I was worried that they
that's
weren't
really interesting about
actually
watching
fighting
how
them and just
G2
giving them the
structure their
space, but this was a
defensive
great
sides.
little play.
They'll sort of play similar rounds back to back. You think to the pistol in round 2, they showed 2 very active looks towards the A site. Then round
He
3,
TPs,
it's
he
nobody
TPs
really
from
on A,
one
it's just the
salvo
Yoru,
into the
and
other.
they're pushing out through C. So this round,
That's
they
sick.
only show the Yoru at the start, and it comes with that
Dude, this
refight
was a stack
that Tracer's
replays
not
as well.
expecting at all.
The 10 rounds, you can see the smiles starting to break out. They've made it to double digits. They forced the timeout for Trace. That's kind of when you start knowing you got him on the ropes a little, right? That was the big round, right? That could have been a pivot round in my mind, and you literally have Trent just running through him. There was nothing that they could do about it. By the time they got out of that massacre, they were down to 3 and half of them were half HP. So now let's kind of like take pause here. We were kind of,
This is a hard
holding
timeout
G2
here.
to very high standards, I think. Because they are coming in as one of the teams that a lot of people would tip to look the best, at least in the start of the year. A lot of people
Every
were
seed
really
one is
rating
winning at the moment,
the
yeah.
start of this half.
Yeah,
They're
the
now
seed
living up
one's
to that
looking
a little
good.
more in my mind. The first half was still very much anyone's game, I felt. Trace very much in touch here, but coming back in, G2 look way more in control.
Yeah, again, G2 on defense is just a different beast. They're so good at controlling rounds, but I want to see what the pivot is from Trace coming in, because I think the big thing
Trace want to fight here,
is how
heavier.
Jonah P just holds onto his stun so frequently for those refights. That came into play with the Teo ult in that last round.
Did you look
as well.
insane?
So
Ever since this
Trace needs to
timeout,
make a
they've
better job
looked.
of not
Where was the
overcommitting into
timeout?
space
Was
and
it
trying to
here?
see if they can maybe bait out that
Is it here?
ability.
4-4?
Otherwise, they're gonna keep running
Yeah,
into
ever
these
since
sort of
this timeout, they look
delayed
great.
trap pieces that G2 like to go for.
It was a slow start
The
though.
split to start with, however.
See, the irony is they show the stun immediately here because they're not actually playing on this side of the map. And so now Trace come out of that timeout.
I like
they
this
don't really
timeout from
have that
Trace. It looks
space
like they know
towards
that
A.
they are getting A for
Now they're walking
free
into a
early,
potential trap
so
with
they
that
actually
double
just
flank
have
coming
3
out through
people
C.
ready to pop over
I am
towards
worried about
B.
flank, and I'm so glad we're seeing G2 explore this. I kind of wanted Trace to do it, but on the hunt here.
Very, very nice. There's a gun down. Does he want to gauntlet run and try and get it? Like, you would imagine it's being
Now you can
protected
see
by
that
someone.
front hold, but this
We've got a
flank is
2-person
still
push
on the
behind,
way.
but
It's the flank of Jonah
they at least get the
over on A.
info
Those
of it.
2 fights are what could get G2 back into the round. First one goes their way, second
a
one doesn't.
really,
Trace still
really
has a great
important
chance
kill.
Yeah, and Jogamo's now
I'm
in no
worried that
man's
they're
land. He's a
all
million
over
miles out
towards
from
this
one,
spot,
but
though.
he's
Need
gonna
to
get
get
through
Heaven
back right door.
control
They've kind
back.
of split over towards that blue room, trying to take over some security towards CT. Trace almost exchanging paces here, but G2 do need to start going. They see this get moving. Jogamo going to take that
dude, he
step.
can
Start
stick
getting
this
towards
now.
the site. Hey, baby, in a problem. We're starting to see them
Dude,
really
hey,
up
babe,
here.
what a round,
Trace,
man.
it's getting messy again.
What a
and they win
rounds.
out.
Won the important
That
jewel
pivot
over
to
towards
B
A, and then
could
won
have
both
gone
of the jewels on site.
Absolutely topsy-turvy the whole way through. There was
That was
so many
impressive.
opportunities for G2 to
This was a great
turn the
timeout from
screws a
them.
little more,
Realized they
but
were getting A
somehow,
control for
some way,
free, so they just
Trace
send 2
win
people
out
there,
in
make
so
it
many
look
of
like
those
they're still heavy
situations.
taking A, but then just have
Just
3
an
ready to bust with a
absolute
Razor
hunter
over
here.
towards B.
Heat-guided missile to take out Trent at the start of the round, but really it was this shot onto Jonah P from Hebei. It turns into a 3K for him, but it also just opens up that extra angle into sight on the post plant. That was just too much for John Valen to deal with.
A little more frustration, but a good step for Trace though. Get back in this game a bit more.
Okay, and it's the first, dude, it's wild. This is the first time we've actually seen like salvos and any kind of pressure over towards A. The first time the G2 have made it look like they're playing this area.
Sort of tempting the space right now. Again, there still is that stun ready to go, but G2 often will play a little bit softer towards this space. You see Jaw as a TP ready towards stairs. Decided to fake that one and send another one back into the site instead. G2 are going to try and hold on to tree in this post, or in this actual site hold once Jaw leaves the area, but we'll see if Young K can actually find him here. Defense wall goes up. Not playing right on the other side, takes his timing through. That is perfect.
No way, got out of there. That was sick.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was dreaming of happening. Now going back in with the
Your
ult as well.
ult
He wants
spots
more.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's all of them.
That's everything you dreamed of. Jorgamo, nothing short of divine intervention could save Trace now, and maybe they're going to get it, but it's Trent. Take away Hebe, and Jorgamo in the back line is going to
this
just
double,
they
just high and lowered on site here next to each other.
All of them as well. Fung's gone even just one alive. A 1v3 required. No easy task, no spike. They're ready for him.
He's ulting for it.
They're trying to block.
But he only has 20 seconds. He still has to fight these players.
He has to go back for this, and they're waiting patiently.
Hey,
G2,
nice
all too aware
This was
of
really,
the
really
plan.
good. Shout out to Jorgamo though, they did great. I felt like the double hold from Trent and Jonah P was awesome as well. We might see on the replay. They're just melting everyone at door together.
And if you get the kill, you win the round. It's exactly what it meant for Jaw
Yeah,
right there.
these two had it unlocked.
And then having the ultimate as well to again just have full information of what Trace were doing on the map. So they can get those walls starting to close in.
It just feels like this whole map is closing in here for Trace. It's starting to capitulate a little.
Yeah,
under
I mean, this is
pressure.
their last real go at it.
rounds now for G2. This was your chance, boys. If you wanted
They're
to
going to
make
have
a
like
go at this one,
2,400
this was
next
the
rounds.
stand.
They're going to have nothing.
Fall a little short, looking a little desperate there.
That'll
though,
do it.
Val, and Leaf going down. I'm a little surprised, but Trent is still trying to keep this competitive.
Jonah P is really trying to bust a move over to that C side as the A-lurker
Do they go back?
finds the kill. Jonah P blinded up, can't hear anything. He really needed to take a timing into the site, but now all eyes fall onto Trent here. That'll be the first one, and still no
The
spike
2v4
planted.
at its
This could
peak.
be a monstrous round for Trent.
They're
He
kind of
still
low
has
HP.
util. He has a nice bit of
Lokeswall, thank you so
positioning
much
to
for the
play
tier
for.
1. Thank you, thank you.
Flashes on Jonah P as well. Right now, Trace just buying time so that Hebe could actually regroup with the team, and the whole while, G2 are concerned that that flank could still be coming in.
Trent take this moment. This big opportunity here. Smoked off though here. Considering the util. Ult gonna come down, denies plant on this, and he does get a little closer off the flash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the
Coming out
Viper ult
from
kinda gives
Jonah
him a lot
B.
of
Trent
space.
is now very close by, and they have no idea. Trent is just a step away.
Well, they only have a pixel to plant with.
They have so little. And the jump spot, very diligent from BNK.
Hey, that was
Let's
pretty cool
double
for
check
Trace
on
how
this.
they
Trent is
handled
so
that.
close. He's looking
And you
for
can't
a
go for a
kill.
plant
He's
there,
looking
you
for a
madman.
pixel out of place, and he's being given
Guys, you
nothing.
have to
But
push
Trace
through this
looking
ult or
hesitant,
drop the
trying
ult.
to walk through the ult. They get the reward. Jonah B goes down, leaving just Trent alive. But this man looked good, but it's not good enough. King's there.
They almost tried to
And even in all
plant
that
for a
hesitation,
mount.
they keep their
That was
cool
wild.
stay
And they actually
in
handled
this
it pretty
game.
well in the end.
Hebe took a beautiful time.
It got
here.
scary, though.
One player reloading, so knew he had a 1v1 on site. Wins that one and secures the round, because that was so chaotic. I mean, the Vipers pit on site.
They didn't need to.
Don't
No,
forget
I mean
also
they
found
they
that
fought
kill
here. Like he had
on
to
the
be
A
full
side of the
committed.
map. But there you go. Here's
They
that
had to
reload.
they had to either fight or drop the
Doesn't waste
pit,
a
and
moment with
they
that.
fought.
Okay. Okay. Step by step, they've broken the money now, but we do have an ult here for G2. If you've got anything creative to bring out, just to checkmate to 12, maybe go for a bit of it. Let's see. Trace, you're going to give us a game here. Big gateway round for them. Jorgamo would be the first to be challenged.
Is this an eco? If Trace lose this, they're kind of done because their money's just in the bin.
And you can see why.
Oh, guys, not
Valen
against
there
the
and
eco.
nothing to really
There's
force him
a
off this.
one-way here
Trace,
against the low
what's
buy.
going on? You've just lost 2 players. You haven't made it past the starting blocks.
It's just a mess.
I hate
and
teams
with
that do
Rare Fulton's
this.
Body drop,
Every
Valen
time,
now has a
like
rifle
teams
in hand.
would lose so many less ecos
Tracer
if against an
so
eco they'd
spread
like
apart.
B,
I mean,
C, D
if they want
folded.
a way back in this round, they almost need to
Especially
ask
with
Hebe,
this
hey, can
comp,
you go
like a
get kill
Prowler
over on
clears
A side again?
all of this.
Do something.
I feel like I talk about it every
Yes,
Lotus.
but there's still obviously the threat of Leaf here, but he only has that frenzy, so maybe they can start building towards this A site.
If anything, falling back there sets up G2 to win this round even more. Because now you've got a potential crossfire going from
They
stairs
might have been
and
scared
up
because
A.
of the trap play, I guess, in terms of like the stun damage they do here.
As together as possible
You
here
could still have someone here.
use the fact they've got numbers.
This is so goddamn tense, though. Trent here, waiting. Angle's good, shots
Ah,
better.
it's such a devastating way for
Control,
Trace to lose
spike is
this.
there, Trent!
Dude, Trent is having
Back-to-back
a...
impact.
Trent has
We're
been
just
incredible this
alive
year,
for
by the way.
G2
It's
with a
wild how good
flawless
he's
round
playing.
to get to 12.
Yeah, you'd think G2 got bored with Trace winning all those ecos in the first half. Coming in here with a fire under them. I mean, Trent.
I mean, he said my ideas are crazy. I mean, yeah, we spoke about that earlier. We watched it. Mate, he's the one losing to it sometimes as well, though, so... I don't know what that says about him.
Hurts from him.
That's all I'm
just
saying.
cooked the round completely.
Starting to show a little bit more of that pedigree there, that potential with G2. Looking deadly.
Okay.
They near on have the
4 chances, and I
hand
don't
of
think
ults
this
as well,
is
depending
gonna
on
get
barring
much
Jorgamos.
lower.
They've got everything they need. A broken buy for Trace, but hey, this is what happens when you play up against some of the best in the world here. You got to deliver where it matters. Trent, very deep with the utility. This map feels tiny for Trace.
Trace, they've got the Visol to play with, but Jaw's trying to get right up in their face. He's going for
Oh god.
Oh, this man's
The timing is wild. He's out again.
Getting out of there.
How's everyone alive?
What is this bloodbath we are witnessing?
Don't really
Joe
like
P,
the
he
breach
fancies
ult too
a go
much,
at
but
it.
it does give them a
This is
lot
a
of space. So
mental round.
honestly, with this comp, I guess they don't really kind of force them into these.
G2 are still hanging around though. They're still fighting for their space beyond K and Fung Fung. We're gonna take them down and open up this site.
Force them back into place, force them to heal a little. That's too far. G2 wants to remember there's some fire with these Trace boys.
Look at Leap
Nice
though.
shot.
Hanging out here.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Looking for more.
Oh, Trace is such a
Unbelievable
devastating game for them to
in the
lose.
back of his
Oh
mind,
my
he
goodness,
read
some
it
of these
right. He
rounds are
buys the time. He
brutal.
reads the round and Kai
Really, really
from high
brutal.
hopes. So what could
So
he
like
a
a
corner with a shorty
3v5.
and a
This
leaf?
one's a 2v5.
25 seconds.
Oh, just that taste of potential for Trace there. Maybe
Yeah,
the
he did
game
good though.
could've
Dodged the
continued,
boom
but
bot,
Leaf,
but the
I
boom bot
think,
also
might have crushed
missed, so
this
it
one. Look
didn't
at the
proper
spike,
clear
and
everything.
Kai has to try and fight. He does.
15
13
seconds.
You gotta go now, Kai. It's game on.
Oh god! Even this as an ending is nuts as well. Alright. And that was one of the maps that honestly Trace had to win in my opinion. So devastating.
What a beast! Taking down 3 there. The round was completely lost from G2.
Yeah, I thought he was just
but
gonna run
keeps
away,
his
man.
head
Time was
high
so low.
and carries it through.
It was a big timeout at 4-4. They look G2 kind of stabilized after that timeout, no doubt.